What's going on, everyone? Cornroll King here, and I'm back at you with another video. Now, in this one, we're not going to be talking about pennies, even though we've got some here. We're not going to be searching through those. Well, we might at the end. We'll see. We'll figure that out. We've still got this really cool Ike backdrop here. Still having a hard time getting rid of these Ike dollars. Gonna search through them again for sure. But what I want to be talking to you guys about in this episode is silver. So I don't know if you guys can hear that. We picked up a few, in my opinion, still some really neat looking junk silver, basically, or just damaged Ikes. Coals is what they call them over at my local coin shop. So I picked up a few coals. I'm not going to show you much of them just yet because I'd like to go over them one by one. So if you guys give me just a moment to actually get these organized, I'll probably do it just by the actual year that I have them, and then I guess after that would be mint mark, give or take. So that's probably what I'm going to do, but let's get right into this first one here. Boom, there it is. And in this run, I'm actually not going to have any Morgan dollars. I believe they will be all peace dollars because that is what was offered to me at the time. So I want to pull up some quick math I did here as I'm showing these to you guys. Pretty much I just ended up working out what I paid for these. I think it was still a decent price, even though it was a few weeks back. I don't really do these in order. When I have a chance to go to my coin shop, I don't always record. I just really don't have the time to get around through the bank boxes and then go through the things that I buy on the side. So unfortunately, a lot of this stuff does go straight to the safety deposit box. But the nice thing about that is that I know that that box we recently deposit everything into is a newer one, and I haven't really made videos for anything that goes into there. So I'll show you the few things I have here, and these I bought at about $119.60. So I ended up buying, I want to say I ended up buying about, what was it, 5? I think it's 5 of them. So actually one of them might have been a Morgan, I'm not sure. I had a friend over the other day and I actually gifted him a Morgan dollar. So I'm thinking that might have been the one Morgan that I don't have here in my set. But what that would break down to is about $23.92 per piece. So again, kind of on the higher end of the spectrum based off of what I've dealt with recently while going through coins and such. So picking up coal Morgans and coal piece dollars, I think in the last few months I've got them as low as 1870 or 1850, around there. So definitely have seen some better pricing for these, but I'm not one to be picky. And as you guys know, my personal strategy, my own personal strategy, and that's not to be construed as advice, but my own personal strategy that works best only for me, is to just buy and hold, if possible, no matter the circumstances. So this is the second one here. I guess I didn't give you mintage for this. So let me give you mintage for this as well. I don't think this one is going to be a D. I think they're both Philly. So let me see if I can pull that mintage up. This one, even though in the condition that it's in, this really odd toning just caught my attention because even though it is, it appears to be damaged, or what a regular dealer would consider coal condition, I still find beauty in this coin. So it's probably not the toning that most people are looking for, but it still has its history and it's definitely an interesting one. So let me see if I can get into this I'm gonna zoom in on here on the production. So for the 22s, you guys, these are hefty mintages, unfortunately. 22s, of course, was pretty much the first year they were minted besides the 21s. The 21s being the high relief piece dollars. So 22 in the Philly, which is what I'm assuming this is going to be with no mint mark down here by the tell. 51,737,000 of these. So yeah, that's a wild mintage for these coins here. So definitely, like some of the people like to say, you know, better years for sure as far as numismatics are concerned, but nonetheless, at the price that I'm buying, I'm still a buyer and I'm not discouraged at all. So I like to add these to the collection. I think I'm gonna start working up a monster box to see if I can fill a monster box with these. We'll head on over to the third. Now this one here would be 1922, but if I'm not mistaken, this 1922 was a 1922 D mint mark. So let's check it out. Yep, and as you can see there towards the bottom, I'll put my phone down for a second. See if I can zoom in on this. Right down there, you can see that D mint mark there. I guess it's right above the tail feathers. So in the D mint mark, it does get a lot better, significantly better. So this one here, 15,063,000 minted. Again, the coin is not in the greatest of shape, and definitely looks to have been tampered with or cleaned. Hence why I got it at the price of coal. But again, I really don't mind this. The other two were kind of higher mintage for sure, the 22 Phillies. But this one here, I really don't mind it at 15 million minted. I think someday it'll pay off to have paid whatever I said it was, $23 and change for this coin. So even in the kind of lower or poorer condition, right, you know, it might be a good filler to someone's books. So I think that even though it has all those things, it might be a good runner up for future value, right? And then we'll head on over to our last coin here. Oh, sorry about that. Last coin we've got going, 1925. So in our 1925, let's check it out and see what's our mint mark on this one. I don't think it had a mint mark on here, but if we had an S mint mark on the back, that would be insane, because that's about 5 times lower mintage. So let's check and see what we've got here. Philly or San Francisco? Looks like it is going to be a Philly mint mark. And so with the Philly in the 1925, we're looking at 10,198,000, if I'm not mistaken. And that looks about correct. 1925, 10,198,000 of these. So I'll tell you guys a quick backstory on these piece dollars here, if in case you haven't seen any of my other videos. And this I pulled from coinmintages.com. So these coins were produced from 21 to 28 and and then from 34 to 35. Production also took place for the 64D piece dollar, although all pieces were supposedly melted and never released to the public. So that would be absolutely insane to find a 1964D piece dollar. I think if they were all minted, that would you know, or destroyed or melted down, that would probably be the case. But you know, you hear those things where some of those coins escape from the mint, or you know, people take some home as souvenirs. Eventually, you know, you hear stories that they were found in change and stuff like that. So definitely interesting there. But the entire series includes 24 different date and mint mark combinations. The mints which produced peace dollars were Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco, and the highest mintage occurred in nothing less than 1922 at Philadelphia, with 51,737 pieces were struck. The lowest mintage was also at Philadelphia, but let's see here. Oh man, I might have stamped over that there. Took a screenshot and I think I accidentally screenshotted over the there's an advertisement, but nonetheless, let's see here if I can find it. Yes, the lowest mintage was also at Philadelphia, but in 1928 when 360,649 pieces were minted. So that's awesome. If you ever find a 1928 Philly, really good year to find. Low mintage on that as well. The total number of coins struck across all years of the series was 190,577,279 peace dollars minted. So that's a hefty amount. The average mintage per issue was 7,940,000. So even that 22D, I'm not sure which one it was. The 22D is definitely a better coin to have. So it's well below the 8 million mark almost. So pretty interesting there to learn some more about our peace dollars. I love these coins. Personally, not as much as Morgan dollars. I'm not sure if I think it's the design, or it's, I feel like there was some things that might have been rushed, and that's all part of history. And things of that nature, so we'll leave that be, but it's something that it's still a great coin nonetheless. I really love this entire design, but for me, I'm more of a Morgan dollar guy. I love holding on to these as well, but I'm sure if I went through my entire collection, these would probably amount to about 30% of my large dollars, and Morgan dollars would amount to the other, whatever it is, 70%. Sorry about that. I was calculating if I should be adding Ike dollars into that equation, because I have an enormous amount of Ike dollars right now. So I'd say about $1,000 in Ikes. So definitely something that to want to take into consideration there. But I think if we were just counting silver, that's kind of what it would break down to. So hope you guys enjoyed this video here, unwrapping these 4 silver dollars that we're going to be adding to the collection. I definitely want to get into more of these penny boxes and things of that nature, but for me to do that, I also have to clear some of the heftier items off of my desk here to make sure that we can get these safely stored away, because that's another important issue for you to decide if you start stacking. All right, so make sure you guys stack safe. You guys invest safe. Always know what you can and can't buy, when you can and can't do it. Peace.